massive screw ups in the last 24 hours that are causing huge inequity. Is that the right word? And join with me today is Reminix and Tana. Which one do you want to talk about first?
I thought you were calling me and Tana two massive screw ups at first. But
You are not screw ups. You guys are amazing. But the game is a big screw up.
Oh,
Should we
God,
talk about the offer first?
Let's talk about the offer because I think it's the one that has the biggest impact on everybody right now.
Okay, so at 2:00 Pacific time, which is I don't want to call it server reset because server reset is still 5:00 Pacific time. So the one that's the new server reset,
like
3
event reset or something.
Yeah,
that's what I'm calling it. Event reset.
The event reset. So it's 3 hours before server reset. There was an offer inside the store for $20, which included 40 million fragments. That's correct.
No,
40 million,
mm.
40 mm. Yeah. 40 million fragments of the 14s and 15. Basically, it's 20,000 Armory 14s and 20,000 Armory 15s for $20. And the offer was live for, would you say, about 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes?
Probably about 40 minutes again. About 40 minutes, almost exactly.
So what does this mean? How are they going to fix this? What does this mean for the people that weren't able to get this offer? I mean, why does this continue happening? You know, what's your take on this?
I mean, my easy take on this is just there's nobody double checking this stuff like before it goes live. There needs to be somebody to double check the value on it. Maybe they should have like a value cap that basically establishes the number that things are worth. And so if you put an offer out there that it should trigger some sort of like it should trigger some sort of like
safeguard thing.
A safeguard thing that would basically say, oh, this is above what you should be selling it for. And this just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist there, and it's crazy. I guess the game's down too.
It looks like they pulled the game down. Maybe that's how they're going to fix this. What's your take on this, Tana?
Well, last time this happened was the 3,000 orbs in Australia, and they completely reset people's accounts and end up fucking the accounts and stuff. So I'll be very interested to see how they fix this, given more people probably got it and there was money involved, and like there's so many other factors here.
Yeah, I mean, 20,000 Armory 14s and 20,000 Armory 15s. Now, there are still, like, this doesn't solve all the bottlenecks. There's another bottleneck, there, what we call the origin pieces. Like on Mystic, it looks like a little bag. It's an arcane powder. Is that what it's called? I don't know, but it looks like, you still have, but there's at least like 6 locations that you can farm that every day, right? And then there is actually a generous amount from the weekly, but it still eliminates one of the major bottlenecks in the game from getting in orange gear, which is going to be the mini uniques. So apparently they took the game down. I mean, my big question is this, and it is like, how much more work is it to fix this problem than to actually proofread it?
Well, Tana can talk about this directly because Tana had to get the fine art of individual fixes when he had the 3K orb. So you could talk about that, Tana.
Oh, they are awful at being able to actually fix everything. For a start, it took like, I don't know, I think it was like 2 weeks or something like that. And a week of that was in limbo, and then they were like, oh, we'll fix it. And then they had to fix it again later on. There was like 2 lots of them. It's so much easier for them to just do something like Rem said, put a safeguard in place where it's like, oh, the value of this is too high. Do you want to actually help your customers, or like something to be like, oh, you're putting in 40 million. Why is there no safeguards in place for any of that? It's so much easier for them to have been able to double check it, and it's not hard to be able to. Like, it seems like everything's just done on the day and then chucked out. Like,
right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, and this is bring it to the second issue, and then we're going to talk about it. Yesterday, something also happened for about 45 minutes. It's like today at 5:00, the banner for Black Panther 1 mil was updated in the store, but the character was only in the basic red stores for an increased drop rate. He was missing from the Elite 4, 5, 6, and 7. So what happened for 45 minutes is that people were opening orbs, not knowing that Black Panther wasn't in there. And they feel arrived. No. I know. I'm getting to the second part. Okay, that there was a segment of people legitimately opening their 4, 5, and 6s there was also many people deliberately opening all of their 4, 5s, and 6s because they knew it was wrong and because they were expecting this response from Scopely right here. The issue has been corrected, and the players who opened Elite Red Star orbs during this time will be sent compensation early next week before the higher drop rate expires. People were literally flushing all of their Elite 4, 5, 6, and 7s because they knew they were going to get them back later because of this error. And that means free 7 stars, free 6 stars, free, or it's just basically free orbs, right?
There's no accountability. You get an upgrade, you're keeping that upgrade, and you're just getting another orb back. There's zero accountability. So you just open up everything you have once a month, because it's basically been when it's happening. There's a chance to do this, and if you're on at the right time and can take advantage of it for those 15 to 45 minutes, as long as an hour and a half, you have a chance to open them up. And so it legitimately happened to me last time. I actually got upgrades in my account, which I don't normally get. And when I got compensation, I'm like, dude, this feels bad. Like, how am I entitled to compensation when legit I got 2 upgrades in my account? Although I didn't have anything at the time on Spider-Man Noir, which is the last time it happened, but it still didn't feel great. So now I'm telling people they're stupid if they don't do it because of the inequity that it builds within the economy.
Yeah.
It just feels bad if you don't do it because other people are getting full 7 red stars, 6 red stars, and stuff like that for free. Like, I mean, if you could get a 7 red star orb in your mailbox for free, then why wouldn't you do it?
Right. And this is the problem is like, how many players are able to take advantage of this? I mean, like Tana, you're in Australia and you're saying it's like 8 a.m. right now. I mean, this stuff is happening where certain players are not awake unless you're like live on Twitch or you have a very active alliance where you get pinged on Discord and you're constantly reading your Discord messages when these type of things happen. How are people supposed to take advantage of this? It's like the most engaged players are able to take advantage of these screw ups. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous at this point.
There's a whole thing in World of Warcraft that was exploit early, exploit often, because every time something was stuffing up, then people would take advantage of it, and if you don't do it, then you miss out. So it's essentially the same here. Like, if you don't take advantage of it, then you're going to miss out, and other people are getting ahead of you for not something that's completely in your control.
And I think that's the thing is we got to talk about this. This has a value. Like, this legitimately has a value, right? This is, whether it's $10,000, whether it's $3,000, this has a value that people either have bought them or would be willing to buy them. This is going to lose them actual revenue. So these aren't things that are just given away for free. So it has an impact on the economy because not everybody had the opportunity. And what's worse is that the way the game is right now, this came up when the event started. There's a different reset for when the offers come out, like when at 8 o'clock, and there's also the chance that this can go early, midday, and they can just put something on the web store, and it's obscure enough that not enough people get to, So there's been so many different versions of these. This just happens to be in the, the hundreds of thousands of resources extra, and I don't think that you should discount the fact that that giving us extra of these orbs is, because we still need the origin piece. It just means that for the next few months, I'm just farming the origin pieces instead of farming those other things.
Yeah, and there's a lot more nodes on those origin pieces. Some of them have up to 6. It's not like there's just 2 nodes. Like, typically the uniques have 2 nodes, maybe 3 with the new hard, but the origin pieces have like as many as 6 nodes. It's just a lot easier to get.
Plus the daily challenges as well reward them.
Yeah, they give those daily challenges. It seems like the Mystic is the main one. I can't believe that they put out that email a couple of weeks ago, when patch 6.4 came out, saying that we're very sorry for all these errors. We know there are bugs in the game, but the number of bugs is, we're going to change our processes, and you expect a world-class experience. I mean, what's your take on all of that? It seems like nothing changes.
I thought the whole point of them moving the event time earlier was then they'd have more people ready and be able to address these things and, stop them happening. But
well, just to be clear, my game's down. How many people have their game down right now and can't get in?
I think everyone's game's down at the moment.
I can't get in my game. So it's it's, so I wonder what's going on. They got to be doing some type of emergency maintenance here. So I mean, a few people are playing, a few people are saying that it's down. I still have people are getting it back in, and they still have all their orbs. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. But anyways, I mean, I feel like the only right thing to do is to be online during these two resets, which one of them is at 2 o'clock Pacific time and one of them is at 5 o'clock Pacific time, and just be alert and take advantage of them. I mean, that's really, I mean, if this is going to continue to happen, I mean, that's the only thing that's within the player's control to take advantage of this, because there's usually about a 40-minute window for them to fix it. And it's really a terrible way to play a game, right? I mean, we've already got mailbox hoarding, which is trash. Now we're going to have to server reset watch, what's going to screw, what's going to break today, whether it's zombie Iron Man orbs missing, which has happened twice in the last week. It looks like I just got back into the game. So I don't know what that means.
I mean, they should set the precedence with this is, they should probably honor the folks that didn't take advantage of it, et cetera, with some sort of compensation, because you have to, you can't punish players for doing the right thing, which is the same problem I had
spending money. Yeah, I know, right?
With the alliance, with the alliance donation, et cetera. You can't punish players for doing the right thing by not participating in this, and that's what's actually happening. And I think that's where the big issue really occurs, is you have to make all the players whole, regardless of whether or not they participated in this.
Right.
Because that's what they've missed periodically, especially with the rate up for this, is the people that are getting those extra red star orbs are getting leaps and bounds of power ahead of the people that aren't. And that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed now.
Yeah, I actually think the red star thing from yesterday is a bigger deal than this, because I think this is actually kind of hard to take advantage of, because you're going to have enough origin pieces, enough catalysts, enough SBCs. Actually, you're going to be capped by those other things. Like, this is not.
I think you're wrong. I think they're both bad, and they're both bad in different ways. This is actually a direct promotion, and for a lot of people, they're going to be able to take advantage of this pretty quickly, because for a lot of this, when a new character comes out, 14s and 15s, not the origin pieces were the ones that people were lacking.
Right.
So at least in the short term, when the new characters come in that are important.
I mean, I think the only thing they can do, sort of a server reset, is just give everybody an opportunity to buy this, and that's that. And the problem with that is that true free-to-play players are the big losers then.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you're really free to play, you don't spend, versus a person that's willing to spend $20, you know what I mean? Then it's like, wow, I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
The other thing is that if they just roll it back and everything like that, people have spent money on it this time.
Well, some people are saying the offer is still there. Did it pop back up for people? Did they just reissue the offer? So I'm not sure.
In which case, can we get it another time?
We'll take a look and see if somebody says so. If you didn't buy the offer and you guys have it, just let us know live, because we're dealing with this for folks are here who are saying the offer is still there. So maybe that's what the game was. Maybe they put it back up. Who knows?
Yeah.
So we're trying to confirm that. So.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tired of getting compensation. I'm tired of them saying they're sorry. I just want the game to work right. I mean, because whether you're a spender or not spender, or a Kraken or a whale or a dolphin or free to play, bugs and sloppiness and oversights, this is not even a bug. This is just a lack of a person looking at the offer before it was left. What happened yesterday is not a bug. Someone just put up the art and didn't bother to change the orbs. Like, it's literally oversight. It's not even bugs. Like, bugs are things that they are hard to fix, like zombie Iron Man, with the bleeds procking and not affecting Phoenix, and bypassing revive mechanics and things like that. That's, like, to me, is like an actual bug, that's hard to fix. Passives triggering passives. This right here is just somebody didn't take 5 seconds to look at it and say, hey, that's not right. Nobody tested it. It's complete incompetence, right?
Yep.
It's just negligence on actually double checking your work. If I had it, if I just put up like something like this, then any other company, you'd get fired, because you just completely fucked the whole day.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's,
right.
it's worse than that. It's just so. There's been a store reset. Some people are saying that the new offer is up there with 40,000. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. So I don't know. I'm waiting to see what happens to the folks that actually bought it.
All right. Well,
So,
I'm sure we'll get a note from saying something like this, some sort of note on the website before offer review, and I'll follow up with the rest of this in the next video.
right.
Yeah, we need more QA. Anything you want to say before we go?
Jeez,
You can hire me for QA. I'll be free.
I know, right?
I'll happily just do it for free.
Don't feel bad about opening this stuff. I think that's the thing is when you miss out on this stuff, very very rarely are they making you whole if you don't miss out on it, which sucks. And I think that's the problem we're at is they're not honoring the rest of the community that's not taking advantage of these offers.
Right. Exactly. All right, guys. Hopefully, I didn't like this video, as Philosopher would say, so you don't have to like it. I didn't like it at all. Remember, you used to say that whenever the videos, I didn't like it. You don't have to like the video if you don't want to. But anyways, stay tuned for future updates.